Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are doing a follow up update on Bitcoin and Ethereum from the last video we did a few days ago. It was my birthday, April 29th, so I'm sorry for the few days of no videos, is because I was getting together and situated with my family. So I apologize for the inconvenience for you, and I appreciate the patience on your part for the videos. Now, get going, you guys can go back to the last video and see what we were describing on this fractal pattern. Similar is what we're looking for in this fractal pattern. This is Bitcoin on a weekly time frame, and you could see the weekly is actually looking like we're going into our first, well, we just got above our first level of resistance, which is around 88,000. After 88,000, the next level of resistance was around here, around 96,830. That's basically where we're at right now. If we can close above this level here this week, which is going to be closing in 3 days, we can look for us to get to the next level of resistance, which is going to be near 104, 105,000. Probably like, I want to say 103. 103 to 104,000 is probably going to be the next level of resistance. And then if we reject at that level, if not right now here at 97, if between 97 and 103, we'll find a rejection. If we reject here, I'm looking for us to go back and test right back into the 21 EMA, which is around 88,000, but I do not want us to lose that 88,000 on a weekly candle close. As long as we're closing above 88,000 on weekly candle closes, okay, the body above it, we should be looking for that liquidity grab above that 110, and then we can look for us to come retest back into 77, 78 if that is in the cards. Otherwise, upside continuation can just continue straight on up, and the fuel for this upside continuation will most likely be a Fed rate cut alongside monetary easing policies. So just be aware of that. Last time when we were looking at Bitcoin, I also pointed out Dixie to you guys to just show you guys the correlation. Dixie is still doing the exact same thing, dancing around on the bottom. We actually almost got to the target of 95, 96, which is crazy. Uh, this here is what's going to push the Fed, the president, U.S. economy, this index right here. Uh, where this goes from here is extremely important. If we don't see continuation up and we just see sideways, that also goes to show you that the demand for the dollar is weakening across the globe. And the demand for Bitcoin, which is literally an inverse relationship to this, is growing across the globe. So just be aware of that. Even yesterday, Eric Trump told everyone on the news the banks are very blind as to what's going on, and a lot of them are not going to be around in 10 years. This is Eric Trump saying stuff like this. So be prepared for a fast parabolic move in a short squeeze fashion on a news headline to incite the FOMO. That's what it seems like is in the cards right now. They're shaking out everyone on the lows, and then they're going to pump it, and everyone's going to chase it on the impulse candle at disadvantaged prices, unfortunately. So that's what I'm looking for our Bitcoin on the weekly. On our monthly, we just opened new monthly, and we're already tracking on up to the high. The monthly close was a beautiful bullish engulfing. So for us to go test into the top of this bearish engulf dump is logical. So just be aware of that 102, 103 area, which comes after this 97. Excuse me. This after this 97,000 area. So that's in the cards very, very soon for Bitcoin. Also, you can see that the volume is actually uh, kind of is looking like a little bit of a bearish divergence, unfortunately, coming into this high. So coming and testing into the 21 EMA is a possibility, stronger possibility before upside continuation. So just be aware of that. And that's basically all I have for Bitcoin. So let's go look at our buddy Ethereum. Here it is on the weekly. Very, very similar fractal pattern as I was showing here. If I mean, we got ETH got beat up so bad that the um, reversion to the mean trade, at least to the 21 EMA, is very, 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 very strong and active. So I expect ETH to get to around 22 to 2300 before we get a rejection to come make a little triangle down here. Consolidate just like this into this, like come up here, then consolidate into a triangle, squeeze, 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 and then slowly break out. Very, very long time it took to do all this, and it retested the lows multiple, multiple times. So be careful how you're trading ETH. If you are short, be aware that hey, if you get above 2200, you need to be chill and wait and be patient because this thing can impulse higher all the way into 25 before it starts consolidating into a triangle consolidational pattern before upside continuation to take out the top. So be patient, be aware. Do not get over leveraged because there's a lot of games that they're going to be playing in this little range. And you know what? This was about, yeah, I mean, almost $700 range. Yeah, about a $700 range. Okay, so I just wanted to know that for reference. I was always saying that Ethereum is gonna move about $1,000 a day, and Bitcoin will move about $10,000 a day in the very near future. So just be aware that when you're using leverage, make sure your leverage is allowing you to accommodate $1,000 in consolidation, not $100, not $10. Back in the day, you could have done $10 consolidation on high leverage. A couple, maybe a month ago, or not a month ago, but a year ago, you could probably do about $100 consolidation moves. Now it's like 100 is an average, and 1,000 is your range, and you should be aware of the range due to some FUD news coming out. For my birthday, my wife got me a big, big new coffee maker, and the thing is coming out scalding hot, but it is delicious and it's great. I'm excited. Thank you, honey. I love you if you're hearing this video. So basically, back to the weekly. I am strongly in the mindset that this is going to consolidate in a descending triangle fashion. I'll be patient for it. Yeah, let it go up. I won't short it though. I'll wait for the accumulation on the grind and I'll look for that upside push accordingly. On the monthly though, you can see last month Doji did set. This month we're already above the Doji head. Let's see if we can go test into 2080 at least. And then if we get a rejection, I understand. But if we close this month above 2080, then next month naturally I'm looking for 23 to 2500. Like naturally. These are all very hopeful levels to speak of because technically we did not get a rate cut. Nothing is being described as monetary policy easing. The tariffs are still there. So this month can just test the top and then go fill in the bottom, make a higher low. And then next month, which is June, when the cut comes, we can have continuation. Do not think that the reversal is in right now. Just be aware that the reversal is starting. That's what I'm trying to get at. You have bullish divergence on volume as you came to the bottom. This month we can get upside. It makes logical sense to go short squeeze up. So be aware of that. I know a lot of people are still looking for those shorts, and the shorts are still active and still valid underneath 2200. But be aware that 2200 is the entry of the short. If your short is underneath that 2200 entry, more than likely you're going to get poked into that level. So be aware to be having the ability to add into that level and not die on that level. That's basically the gist of it have for you guys on Bitcoin and Ethereum. These last 5 days, I actually did a lot of research into index funds and ETFs and mutual funds. And between Vanguard, Fidelity, I will be investing, or Charles Schwab. Probably going to be Vanguard. Not going to lie. I'm probably going to be putting about 80% of my cash into a Vanguard S&P index fund, which is the most boring thing you can do, but it's gonna on average give me about 8 to 10% a year, and I will just let this be my retirement account. So it is in my IRA. It's a self-guided IRA. I don't have employment match because I'm a trader. I don't have anyone that's gonna give me any kind of retirement benefits or package or anything. I have to do it myself. So I made my first deposit. I think every year you're allowed to make like $8 to $10,000 contribution depending on your marital status. So I will start doing this year around 8 to 10K, and then I will put it in that index fund. I'm thinking the portfolio is going to be like 50 to 80% of that index fund, and the rest of it I will trade stocks and manage a separate portfolio outside of the S&P 500 index. So that's something I'm deciding on if I'm going to do that as a YouTube journey. That is on my E-Trade account. So it's on an E-Trade platform. I don't know if I'm going to be logging on to that and showing you all the bells and whistles. But I can show you, here is the ticker that I'm looking at. Well, first of all, let me show you guys SPY. Okay, so here's SPY. And everyone knows about SPY, and I regret not being able to buy this for 80, but this was something that I was already looking to buy. I bought something else over here. I think I bought CoreWeave and like something like that, and I sold it on the pump. But this just goes to show you that hey, the buying opportunity was a rounding bottom, and we're over here. Now we can go up, come retest the level, continue, right? So we already did the bottom, and we're already at the precipice of the EMA cross. Is the cross going to occur or not? That's what we need to see. If the cross gets rejected here at 554, and the earnings of S&P of all the tech is bad, and we get a push down here, then it's a buying opportunity. But since yesterday Microsoft announced good, Meta announced good, we already have a pre-market of a higher open of 1%. So more than likely, we probably will go test into that resistance of 576, and then we can see if we're going to hold it or if we're going to make inverse head and shoulder consolidation and grind the lows over here like in zigzag fashion like this. So this is what broke out. Okay, we're looking for 541 over here. Since we're above 541, then we're looking for 666. If we can get to 666, that's where I'll be taking the profit. On this situation over here, what we're looking at is an expanding wedge rounding bottom. If this can break out, then we can look for it to form a head and shoulder. Hold on. Here's your thing. Here's your shoulder. If this is the head, great. Maybe we have one last test of the grind and then expand out of here. Okay, because I don't think it's going to get another opportunity underneath 475. Somebody already protected and bought it up really nicely. So I think we're just going to carry and get this up to the higher levels, such as 666 in the short-term time frame. Um, Once we get above 554, which is today, if we close above 554 today, I'll be looking for us to 564 and higher. And that's probably going to come today more than likely. So just be aware that this SPY index is something that I am monitoring, I am watching, I'm turning off all those drawings. If you look at the higher time frames such as monthly, that opportunity that we had was like a monthly opportunity and it already got bought up like this. So kind of need to see this month not sell off and fill this candle. If we sell off and fill this candle, I'll be waiting in the 460 area to buy and accumulate SPY. If I don't buy SPY, I will buy the index because SPY is a little bit expensive, but VTI is not. And I'll probably buy VTI. VTI and SPY is basically the same thing. But the thing is, it's like $10 more expensive. You see? SPY is 250, 260, and this is 272. Excuse me. And it's opening up another $2. So this is something I wanted yesterday. I didn't pull the trigger. I'm just deciding on how I'm going to set up that portfolio, and this is one of the vehicles that I will use. Instead of SPY, I'll use the VTI Vanguard and let this build up. You have VTI, and then you have what is the other one? There's another one. There's a Charles Schwab one. But that's basically all I have for you guys today. Right now, crypto wise, we're waiting to see if we're going to break the highs. I'm kind of just sitting still on crypto until June. May 6th, May 7th is the next FOMC meeting. We'll see what they say. If they do anything cool, if not, we'll wait till June. Because if May 6th, 7th, nothing happens, I expect the market to dig back down into the trenches, force the Fed to do that cut. So be aware of that moving forward. Aside from that, guys, that's. I hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you guys soon. Leave a like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications so you get these updates as they come out. If you're interested in trading with me live, feel free to join the Discord server. Link to the servers in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps the channel grow. So thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.